Today, the Zooflee Crew is traveling to India, a large and colorful country in South Asia. India is known for its many languages, ancient traditions, and very different landscapes, from tall mountains to warm oceans. On the map, India sits just south of the Himalaya Mountains and is surrounded by water on three sides: the Arabian Sea, the Indian Ocean, and the Bay of Bengal. India's flag has three stripes: saffron at the top, white in the middle, and green at the bottom. In the center is a blue wheel called the Ashoka Chakra, which represents movement and progress. India's capital city is New Delhi. This is where the national government meets and makes decisions for the country. Let's meet the Zooflee crew and discover more about India together.
Hey explorers, it's Mark. I'm here to help you understand the land and what is under it. India has fertile land and mountains. When we look at a place like the Indo-Gangetic Plain, we're really looking at rocks on a journey. Far to the north, the Himalayas are made of huge, powerful rocks pushed upward over millions of years. Wind, rain, ice, and gravity slowly break those rocks apart. Rivers like the Ganges carry tiny pieces of those rocks downhill. As the water flows, it moves, sorts, and drops the pieces along the way. Heavy materials sink first. Lighter pieces travel farther. That's geology in motion. Some rivers can carry small bits of minerals, like quartz, or even tiny flakes of gold. But here in the Indo-Gangetic Plain, most of what rivers leave behind is fine soil and sand. That soil builds wide, flat land that is perfect for farming. So this place isn't famous for gemstones or mining. It's famous because millions of tiny rock pieces have piled up over time, creating some of the most fertile land in the world. This shows us an important geology idea. Rocks don't just stay in one place. They travel, change, and shape the land we live on. Let's ask Sally how all this affects the weather.
Hey explorers, I'm Sally, and science is how we figure things out. Thanks, Mark. India's weather is shaped by one of the most powerful systems on Earth, the monsoon. Each year, the land over India becomes very hot. That hot air rises like a giant invisible elevator. As it rises, it pulls in warm, moist air from the Indian Ocean. When that moist air reaches the land, it cools and releases its water as heavy rain. This is the summer monsoon, and it can last for months, sweeping across India from south to north. The monsoon is part of a larger water cycle. Sun warms the ocean, water evaporates into the air, clouds form, and rain returns that water back to the land. It's Earth's natural way of moving water around. These rains are incredibly important. They refill rivers like the Ganges, recharge underground water, and help farmers grow rice, wheat, and many other crops. In India, the monsoon connects ocean, clouds, rivers, and food in one big cycle. But the monsoon must be balanced. Too little rain can cause drought, and too much can cause flooding. That's why scientists closely study monsoons to better understand climate, water, and how to protect communities. In India, water isn't just part of the environment, it's a powerful force that shapes life itself. Leo, how do animals in India survive these extreme wet and dry seasons?
Hi, I'm Leo, and I explore animals and their habitats. Thanks, Sally. India is home to incredible animals that have learned to live with both soaking monsoon rains and long, dry seasons. In forests and grasslands, the Bengal tiger moves quietly through tall plants that grow thick and green after the rains. Its striped coat breaks up its shape like sunlight through leaves, helping it blend into shifting light and shadow as it stalks its prey. Along rivers and in wetlands, crocodiles and river dolphins thrive when water levels are high. They hunt and travel easily in deep water, but as the dry season arrives, they must adjust, following shrinking rivers, deeper pools, and changing currents. On the plains and in the jungles, Asian elephants act like living landscape engineers. With their trunks, they drink, spray water to cool off, strip bark, and pull down branches when food is scarce. Their movements even help shape paths and water access for other animals. In the forests, langur monkeys and peacocks take advantage of the lush monsoon growth, while in drier regions, antelopes and desert species are built for heat, conserving water and traveling long distances to find food. Many animals time their movements, feeding, and even the birth of their young around the monsoon when water and plants are most abundant. When the rains end, they shift again, moving, conserving energy, and finding new resources. In India, wildlife survival is all about adaptation, reading the land, following the water, and adjusting to powerful seasonal change. Aisha, how do people use engineering to live safely with so much water and heat?
Hey explorers, I'm Aisha, and engineering is how we design and build things, from houses to bridges. In India, people have used engineering for thousands of years to live safely, with both intense heat and powerful monsoon rains. One brilliant example from the past is the stepwell, a deep stair-shaped structure that stores water underground. When rivers and ponds dry up, people can still walk down the steps and reach cool, clean water. Stepwells show how engineering can solve problems while also creating beautiful community spaces. In areas that flood during the monsoon, engineers design homes on higher foundations and build drainage systems that guide extra water away from streets and neighborhoods. At the same time, dams and reservoirs help capture rain so it can be used during the dry season. Today, Indian engineers are also designing modern buildings that work with climate, not against it. In Mumbai, the skyscraper Palais Royal uses smart engineering like rainwater harvesting, energy-efficient materials, and systems that help manage heat and water in a crowded city. It shows how new technology can solve old problems in fresh ways. From ancient stepwells to modern skyscrapers, India's engineering teaches us that good design respects both people and the environment. Ben, how do India's climate and land shape the foods people grow and eat?
Aloha, everyone. I'm Ben. Let's find out what people eat. In India, food is shaped by land, climate, and centuries of tradition. It's not just about taste, it's about place. Because of the fertile plains and monsoon rains, India grows a lot of rice, wheat, and lentils. These become everyday foods like fluffy rice, soft chapati, and protein-rich dal, which helps feed millions of people. India is also famous for its spices. Farmers grow turmeric, cumin, coriander, cardamom, and chili in different regions. These spices don't just add flavor. Many were traditionally used to help preserve food, support digestion, and protect against heat, making them both delicious and practical. Along the coast, fresh fish, coconut, and tangy tamarind are common, while in drier areas, people rely more on grains, beans, and dairy like cooling yogurt and buttermilk. You can taste the landscape in every bite. In cities and towns, street food brings India's creativity to life. Crispy samosas, golden pakoras, and thin, lacy dosas, cooked fresh on hot griddles. Food becomes movement, sound, and aroma all at once. Meals in India are often shared with family and community, with many dishes served together on one plate, mixing colors, textures, and flavors into one balanced experience. From monsoon-fed fields to coastal markets to lively streets, Indian food tells a story of climate, creativity, and connection. Let's ask Namoy about India's history and culture.
Hello, I'm Namoy. I share the stories, traditions, and values people carry through time. Long before many modern countries existed, people in India were already building some of the world's first planned cities. Cities like Harappa and Mohenjo-daro had straight streets, brick homes, and even drainage systems that carried water away. These cities show us that planning, organization, and problem-solving were important in India thousands of years ago. India is also home to many languages. One of the most widely spoken is Hindi, but people across the country speak different languages depending on where they live. This makes India one of the most linguistically diverse places in the world. Clothing in India has changed over time and was shaped by weather and daily life. Light, breathable fabrics helped people stay cool. While colors and patterns showed tradition and identity, India's history is still celebrated today through festivals. One of the most important is Diwali, known as the Festival of Lights. During Diwali, families light lamps to celebrate light over darkness and good over evil. India also shared powerful ideas about learning and knowledge. Indian scholars made early advances in mathematics, including the idea of zero, which helped people understand large numbers and solve problems. Ava, how does math help in India?
Hey, I'm Ava, and math helps us solve problems in lots of different ways. Math helps us understand India in a powerful way. During the monsoon, India receives about 900 millimeters of rain in just a few months. That number sounds abstract. So let's imagine it differently. Think of the monsoon like a giant invisible bucket tipping over India again and again. If all that rain froze into snow, it wouldn't be a snow day. It would be a snow season. Scientists often use a simple rule. 10 millimeters of rain is about the same as 100 millimeters of snow. So if we take 900 millimeters of rain and multiply by 10, we get 9,000 millimeters of snow. That's 9 meters, or almost 30 feet. That's enough snow to bury a school bus, and still have room to build a snowman on top. In India, big numbers like this remind us why water, food, and smart engineering are so important. Math helps us see how climate, land, and people are all connected.
Today we saw how India's story is shaped by its land and its people. From the rising Himalayas to the sweeping plains and ancient Deccan Plateau, the land sets the stage. The powerful monsoon connects ocean, clouds, rivers, and farms. Animals show us incredible adaptation, and engineers, from stepwells to modern skyscrapers, find smart ways to live with water and heat. Food carries the flavor of place, history, and climate, and India's past stretches back thousands of years through great ideas, monuments, and traditions. Even the numbers helped us understand just how powerful the monsoon really is. Every country has a story, and India's is one of movement, water, resilience, and creativity. Remember, every country has a story, so grab your backpack, because there's always more to explore. Ready for a bonus challenge? Download your free fun learning pages, click the link below, and keep exploring.